December, Salem Village, 1692. The greatest human desire, freedom, has taken hold of a remote group of practitioners known as the Puritans. They have taken it upon themselves to seek their freedom in the vast and mysterious frontier known today as North America. To survive the harsh winter, the hardy group has brought with them blankets, pots, eating utensils, and of course guns to protect their property. But they have subconsciously brought something else. Something that was born in the old world and should have stayed there. This anomaly of human nature caused millions of deaths in the mother countries of Europe and hundreds in her colonies. It is a phantom sickness, a disease only able to be concocted in the unstable, bloodthirsty minds of men. It is an invisible wildfire, the dark fungus of human condition. It was the catalyst that began the darkest days of the Catholic Church, and it returns to haunt it this very day. It is not smallpox, the thermonuclear warhead, Nazism, communism, capitalism, crack cocaine, or any other ideology or tool in the world. It is the deadliest weapon known to man, a weapon that uses our greed and lust for power against us. This thing is superstition. Before we explore this unholy instrument, let us meet our players. Clayman Dealey, a shadow of a man who never existed nor will exist except in our minds. He has been down on his luck all his life. Yet he has been married twice and supposedly had one of his spouses run back off to Spain with a French acrobat who had an inclination for fruitcakes. The local proletariat, he has begged for labor, often to her fantasy man. A former colonel from Prussia. He owns a local restaurant and is known to be particularly paranoid and controlling individual. He has long been pleaded by Mr. Dealey if he could perhaps spare some work, but to no avail.
Guten Tag, sir.
Hello, sir.
I see that you have been fruitless in your farming attempts.
You are intuitive as you are successful, sir. My soil is barren and my tools are dull. I fear that I will not survive the year. I curse that wife of mine who's on the outskirts of Spain making strawberry fruitcakes for that wretched, impotent acrobat!
Aha! You wish she was here, so that you could curse her fortunes. A witch, I say. Gods, arrest this man!
Free!
Oh no, wait, what? What am I?
A man, rich but guilty, and a beggar, poor and bitter. A recipe in this era that will have the force of an atom bomb, only found in Salem Village.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Parrish is presiding.
Haven't we seen you before?
Indeed. I too think you bear resemblance to someone we have just seen.
Prosecution, you may present your case.
What I shall. The man brought here today is guilty on accounts of both witchcraft and devil worship. I have compiled flawless evidence in a case that I am sure shall seal Mr. Dealey's fate. And if the audience walks away with nothing else, they should absorb this section.
Proceed.
Well, for starters, the defendant is left-handed.
Oh my.
Shockingly, his defendant has a very close relationship with his dog Toby, who we have deduced is really his familiar. This is a satanic relationship between the animal and their owner.
Oh dear.
For another thing, I have a brave witness willing to confess that he engaged in satanic rituals with him. Did you engage in any form of witchcraft as a defendant?
No, you just picked me off of the street.
Say you did, or I'll hit you again.
We drew a pentagram and sacrificed a lamb on it.
Thank you for confessing, child.
My goodness.
One of them is my twin, and not to mention, I possess a child right here.
Great big green cannon.
I've heard enough. Mr. Dealey, you have obviously violated the sanctity of our village and provoked the wrath of God. The deplorable state of our great establishment rests upon your shoulders. I am sentencing you to death by hanging. May God have mercy on your soul.
And so ends the story of Mr. Dealey. He's one of the millions murdered in this quest for human satisfaction. While the story has been told here today, it is one of the many who has never received mercy. And while tragic, the sickness shall endure the ages, infecting our society and then fading into blackness, before a rampant dictator needs a target for his people to focus on. My work is finished. Goodbye, children of the cosmos. I will see you again.